This is one of the first biggest revelations we've had in Dr. Stone so far. Hey guys, welcome back to Everything Anime Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Shinry. Here at the Everything Anime Podcast, I've been from anime, manga, video games, TV shows, and whatever relevant topics I talk about. And apparently we're the Dr. Stone show right now, so just deal with me, guys. Deal with me. Anyways, so where we last left off, because we're doing Dr. Stone chapter 120. Sorry, I forgot to mention that. The title is called The Medusa Weapon Reveal. We finally get to see the Medusa weapon. We get to see the weapon that petrified all of humanity. Or just a piece of it. We don't know yet. So where we last left off, Genro had got caught seeing the master's true face because the old perv minister Ibarra was like, oh yeah, all the women in the harem, before you meet the master, you gotta satisfy me, you gotta give me the goods. And oh, put up a fight, please. I like that. Disgusting. Meanwhile, Kohaku was throwing hands on Maz outside because, again, at that point, I theorized that Kirasami was stronger than Maz because he seemed intimidated by her. Plus, she's the one that has the weapon. Well, we're about to get some answers to that. So, as the chapter opens up, Maz and Kohaku are engaged in battle, and she seems to be fending for herself pretty well. She seems like she's might be doing okay, although she's been spotted by Kirasame. Kirasame is watching them fight. She's aware of, like, oh, you that girl that was with them invaders that I saw, with the strange beast, the which we know was a mobile lab. Yeah, I recognize you now. Which is weird that she didn't recognize her before. Maybe she didn't see her in the harem of women. But yeah, I guess she ain't notice her or remember her like that. But Maz looks down on Kohaku. He's warning her, like, though you're a good fighter, you're nothing in comparison to him. He's like, my overwhelming strength, it's even worse when, like, I get serious. Like, Kirasame has seen it. So I'm better than her. And I was like, okay. You probably just talking shit. But maybe not. Because he continues to taunt Kohaku. He's like, despite her holding her own against him, he's like, you can't defeat me, just give up, let's make love instead. That's basically what he's getting down to. He's like, you're a strong fighter, I respect that, I like my strong women, but you ain't gonna beat me in a fight, so instead of fighting, let's just make love to each other. He's like, what kind of man are you into? I'm strong, you must like strong men, you're a strong woman. And I already knew kind of where this was going, but I like Kohaku's answer. She didn't outright say Senku, but she alludes to it. So when she's describing the kind of man she's like, I like a man that's strong, has a strong sense of character. And in my head, I'm thinking, like, she's talking about Senku. Senku, obviously, he sticks to his morals. He sticks to, like, the kingdom of science is not going to kill anybody. We're not going to spill any bloodshed. We're going to revive everyone. Obviously, that's what she's thinking of, because she's always inspired and awed by how, like, Senku cares about his friends and all of humanity, as well as the scientific inventions, because Senku has helped save her sister Ruri. He's helped the village. Nothing Senku has done has been selfish. So I can obviously say her falling for Senku. If that Senku's in game, I don't know, because Senku's kind of like Luffy, where, like, he don't seem like he wants what would be the word? A shipping, like, Ochako and Deku were kind of shipped to be together, but, like, the way My Hero Academia ended, like, it don't seem like they did get together, as I had thought and I theorized. But that's kind of what it seems like. But it does seem like she might be interested in Senku, in my opinion, so far. Meanwhile, Genro is fending out the pervy minister who's trying to kill him and get the goods. And this is where we learned that he wasn't the only one that saw the broken statue before, because he alludes to, like, oh, now that you've seen the master's face, I have to kill you, I have to dispose of you. He's like, the others that I've seen, I had to kill them too. This reinforces that the master, well, again, I'm going based off my notes, what I had thought at this point. So just, even though I'm up far ahead, I'm like, I don't know. So this reinforced that either the master is Ibarra, like the true master, or that Sozuyu is the Y-man, which again was a theory was the hill I was going to die on at that point if I was reading this week to week, or as I have been, reading and doing reviews as I go. I was like, Sozuyu is the master. I don't know why Sozuyu killed his father, but I was like, that's what it was given. I was getting that. As Genro tries to escape, he's distracted momentarily, spotting Kohaku because he thinks like, oh, she'll save me. Like, Kohaku's here. I'm fine. I'll be safe. But that's when he gets stabbed from behind by Ibara. And even I was like, oh, shit. This will be the first fatality on the Kingdom of Science. Like, it looked like he hit vital organs. But I forgot something. But we're going to get there. We're going to get there. Because I like how it resolved. I love how it resolved, actually. Genro then falls to his death, and man, let me tell you, this shocked me. He was falling, and I genuinely believed in this moment we lost our simp hero. I thought Genro was done. I thought, like, he might be gone, because I was like, Kohaku's fighting Ma. She can't break from that fight, and, you know, no one else is in the Kingdom of Science. Maybe Amaryllis could have got to him, but, like, I thought he was dead. I thought, like, we'd have our first fatality. Kohaku then leaves Maz's fight and runs over to him, and she confirms that the wounds he has are fatal and there's no coming back from this. But I could tell a gag was coming as he tried to speak his last words, or that's what I thought was going to happen. But Kohaku beats him to it before he can say his last words. She's like, I know, you want me to ask you to put you out of your misery. Again, even more confirming that I thought Genro was going to die. I was like, is this the end of Genro? Are we actually going to kill a character in the Kingdom of Science? But of course, I should have thought better. We're going to get there. We're getting there. But instead, no, for once, Genro is serious. Even as he's dying, he warns her that the Master Stone statue looks like Sozu, and he's been turned to stone. Like, he's dead. He cannot be revived. Kohaku tells him, great job, with a sorrowful look, and I was just even more thinking, he's going to die at this point. Again, I did not realize, that's the best part about writing. When things are set up, and you either figure it out yourself or you should have known, you're like, oh, that works. You get so excited. I got really excited after I saw what happened. And kind of sad, actually. But I also love that his last thoughts as Genro is dying is of his best friend, Kenro. He says he just wanted to look cool in the end for his friend. Like, he didn't want Kenro to think in his last moments he ran away like a coward. He wanted Kenro to think, like, oh, you stood your ground. You fought for the Kingdom of Science. You fought for us. You want to make his best friend proud. Kohaku then grabs her dying friend and leaps into the air as Kirasame and the other warriors race to the battlefield. And I knew at this moment what they were up to. I was like, of course, Kohaku wants to be petrified with Genro. I don't know why I hadn't realized that, but I knew the moment that she jumped into the air and she was like, but I didn't know how they were going to get petrified, but I knew she was either going to shout something to get the village, like, draw attention to herself, like, maybe use information that Genro told her and try to warn the villagers to force Kirasame to petrify them, because that'll save Genro. Like, she could have done that and revealed everything and turned the Kingdom of Petrification on its head, but obviously, the writer of this manga is more clever than that, which is what I wish I figured out earlier. So she's purposely about to expose the master's name, or the reveal about the master, because obviously she wants Kirasame to throw that weapon. So Kirasame does it without hesitation. Kirasame winds up the petrification weapon, and again, like I said, as soon as I realized this, I was like, I should have known this is what Kohaku and Genro, this is how we're going to say Genro. We're going to have to petrify ourselves. Now, one of the things could have also happened in this moment, I was like, if the drone is ready, this could be when Senku gets the petrification weapon out of the sky. But I was like, that would make sense because Genro is dying and they don't know about that. So I was like, it makes more sense that yes, that Kohaku would get petrified to save Genro. And then later, somehow Senku will learn about this information. And we actually get to see the weapon itself. We get to see Medusa. I had no idea what this weapon would look like. We see what it looks like, but we still don't know how it works or what exactly it is. It looks ancient. It looks hieroglyphic. It looks like something from that should be in The Mummy and The Mummy Returns or Brendan Fraser. It looks like something like that. And I'm going to make sure I show it off. It's a really cool panel. And they even mentioned how beautiful it looks. And I've seen clips of I have not watched season 3 of Dr. Stone, but I've seen clips of pictures that I've been trying to use for the cover photo. And it creates this green light as it did in the first episode. Looks so fucking cool. And very sad about what happens because I'm about to show you guys. But we know one thing for sure. It's definitely not magic. It's science. So, which is so weird because I'm like, how could this thing be science? It literally looks like it works like magic. So I'm going to need Senku to explain it after Senku plays around with it. Because I ain't even that far. Where I'm at, Senku has almost got his hands on the Medusa weapon. But I ain't going to spoil that. We ain't even there yet. But whatever it is, like I said, it reminds me of something out of Yu-Gi-Oh! Or it belongs to The Mummy Returns. And how it's activated, we don't really learn that yet. We learn it way later. But either way, Kohaku and Genro are petrified in a very sad scene. She's like holding him as they turn to stone, and she's like saying like, they're once again reinforcing like, hey, everything's gonna be okay, right? Because we know our friends will save us. Again, it's just like Kaseki said, he was big chilling because he knew his friends would save him. It's just like all of our characters, like how Ryusei kicked Suki off because that was the only person he could save. They're not afraid to be petrified because they know Senku and the others will save them. Loved it. And again, I just love this ending panel of Kohaku holding Genro as they turn to stone. Again, very sad. I cannot speculate because I'm still way too farther ahead from you guys. But again, we are catching up pretty fast. Give myself about a week and we'll be caught up and I can continue reading and, you know, start speculating with you guys as the videos come out. But yes, amazing fucking chapter. I don't know which one we use as the cover photo. I'm kind of torn between both, but we'll see. Either way, guys, thanks for watching this video. Hope to see you guys in the next one. Have a great day, you guys. Bye. Hey guys, this video was sponsored by me, the author of the Shinry series, the Chronicles of Wayne, and Monsterverse. So I figured I'd do this outro a little bit different by showing you guys what you guys would be checking out. So, the Shinry series starts with Book 1, Shobu Samurai Project Aryoku. 10 years after the death of his parents, Shobu Samurai returns home seeking vengeance, but instead faces the choice to save his home from shadow creatures, blood beasts, and an organization once thought dead. Shinry's Shobu Samurai starts at $9.99. And if you love anime, manga, Naruto, One Piece, Bleach, Yu Yu Hakusho, Fairy Tail, Shaman King, Rave Master, Zatch Bell, anything like that, the Shinry series is definitely the series for you. You'll definitely want to check it out. The Sword of Light is probably the thickest one so far. And then these books are 2. This is Enter the Dread Zone Tournament. And the series original ending, Arado the Legendary Conjuring Master. So, and I'll just show you guys some of the covers. Really proud of all of these. But I hope you guys check it out. If you don't like that, I also have the current published books for the Chronicles of Wayne, Love Be Damned, Cotton Candy, Full Moons, Fabled Lovers, A Cursed Virgin's Bite. If You Go Where Monsters Dance, Red will Rain Over Your House. Love Be Damned. Now, the Chronicles of Wayne is about a geeky guy, or a nerdy guy in high school. His senior year, he has a crush on the hottest guy in school, because of course he does. He's only got one best friend, and her name is Barb. Well, the hottest guy in school turns out to be a werewolf. And, to make the story more interesting, he bites Wayne and turns Wayne into the first ever wolfman in the last 10 years. And because of that, it was also a sacred law that wolfmen should never be created. I don't want to get into too much of the Chronicles of Wayne without spoiling it, but I can tell you it's very short. This one sells for $6.99, and Love Be Caged right after it. The ending of this trilogy, Love Be Liberated, comes out in October. So I'm going to definitely do a more full in-depth review of this one. But yeah, it's an LGBT fantasy fiction story about werewolves, vampires, white witches, a dark warlock, and, well, many, many more surprises to come. So, if you guys like to read, I definitely recommend. These are all the books so far in the Shinry series, except for Shinry's Beginning. I do have that one, but it's just not here with me. But yeah, I appreciate a like, support, or just a review on Amazon. Either way, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a great day.